Hello and welcome to Arogya PhysioTips. Arogya PhysioTips में आपका बहुत स्वागत है. In today's video, we will be discussing the exercises that can be done for a condition called cystocele. Cystocele is a medical condition seen in women where a part of the bladder, the urinary bladder, bulges into the vagina. So this usually happens when the wall between the bladder and the vagina weakens over time, because of which the bladder starts to bulge or sag down. So the tissues that support all your pelvic organs, which is your rectum, your uterus, and the vagina, is called the pelvic floor muscle. So if this is not strengthened, or over time if it stretches out or weakens, it acts like a hammock. So when the hammock has no strength, the pelvic floor muscles sag and the rectum, or the bladder in this case, starts to bulge down into the opening of the vagina. So this is what cystocele is. Coming to the causes of cystocele, the most common cause is your childbirth. So vaginal deliveries or multiple births, having 2-3 children over a shorter period of time, or giving birth to a heavy or large child, all contribute to your pelvic floor muscles weakening and stretching, leading to a cystocele. The second cause could be chronic coughing or chronic constipation. Again, both of these cause increased abdominal pressure when you cough or you're constipated and applying pressure. All of this can also weaken the pelvic floor muscle. The third cause is aging. So with age, muscles usually get weak, but in women, specifically with menopause, estrogen levels fall over time, because of which pelvic floor muscles start to weaken. The next cause is obesity. Again, having more fat in the abdominal region pushes the pelvic floor down, pushes the rectum down, pushes the bladder down, leading to the bulge. And the next cause is heavy lifting. So if you are in a profession that involves lifting heavy weights over a period of time, lot of pressure on the pelvic floor muscle can lead to bulging of the bladder. And the last cause is if you've had any abdominal surgery or pelvic region surgery, especially a hysterectomy or removal of the uterus, this can also affect the pelvic floor muscle, leading to a bulge of the bladder. Coming to the symptoms of a cystocele, the first one will be a feeling of heaviness in the vaginal region, or a feeling like something is falling out of the vaginal region. This happens when the case is minor or moderate. When the case is severe, you might even see a bulge or a part of the rectum coming out of the vagina. You will suffer from abdominal pain, pelvic pain, lower back pain. There might also be pain during sexual intercourse, and you might suffer from a variety of urinary symptoms. The first one being incontinence, that is, while you're coughing, sneezing, or straining, doing some straining activity, you might have leaking of urine, a drop or two of urine might leak out. The second could be your improper emptying of the bladder. That is, you will get an urge to urinate, but you will not be able to completely urinate. This will make you feel like you have to use the washroom multiple times in the day. So these are the urinary symptoms that you might face. Now, the grades of cystocele, there are 4 grades. Grade 1 being the mildest form. Here, it's just a slight bulge into the vaginal wall. So usually patients will have no symptom or very mild urinary symptoms. The second one is a significant bulge that is seen in the vagina. Here they start to suffer from the urinary symptoms like incontinence, and pelvic pain or lower back pain might start. The third grade is the severe grade. Here you can see the complete bulging of the bladder into the vagina, and the patient will suffer from all the symptoms that I just mentioned. And the last one is grade 4, the complete protrusion. Here the bladder completely falls out of the vagina. This becomes a medical emergency and requires immediate surgery. Coming to the management of cystocele, it can be easily managed with lifestyle changes and through exercises. But again, if it's a severe case, you might require surgery. Mild or moderate cases can be easily managed. There are also certain medical devices known as pessaries, which are ring-shaped devices which can be put into the vagina and pushed up. This helps in keeping the bladder up. The bladder doesn't descend, the pessary supports it. This can help in reducing the symptoms and acting as a support to the pelvic floor muscles. But this is only in the initial stages. If it is a woman who wants to avoid surgery, this is one option that is available. But exercise is the main management. The first exercise is called Kegel's exercise. This is for your pelvic floor strengthening. So you will lie down with 2 pillows under your lower back or sacrum. So this will help in gravity also assisting your bladder to come back up. So in this position, you will take a deep breath in, and when you breathe out, you will try to contract your pelvic floor muscles, which are basically the muscles when you urinate and you want to try and stop the urine midstream, or when you're passing gas and you want to stop that. Those are the set of muscles you will try to contract. So externally, you will not be able to see anything, but internally, you will try and contract the urinary muscles, the muscles around the rectum, as well as the vaginal muscles at the same time. So initially, start with just a slow contraction and leave it. Slow contraction and leave it. Once you feel like you're comfortable doing that, you will progress to trying and holding the contraction. So you will breathe in. While you are breathing out, try to do a prolonged breath out for 5 seconds, and while you're breathing out, you will also hold the contraction. So breathe in. So throughout the breathing out, for those 3 to 5 seconds, you will hold the contraction. Try to do this around 20 to 30 times. The next exercise is Kegels along with bridging. So it is the same thing that you're doing. You are taking a deep breath in. While you breathe out, while you exhale, you go up into a bridge. While you're doing this, do a single Kegel and come back down. Again, inhale. While you exhale, lift your butt up and do a Kegel. Inhale. Again, exhale. Do a single Kegel and come down. Again, this can be repeated up to 20 times. The same exercise, a variation could be while you're breathing out, you will hold this position while breathing out for 3 to 5 seconds and also hold the Kegel contraction. So breathe in, and while you're breathing out, you will do a Kegel for 3 to 5 seconds and back down. So the next exercise is butterfly pose and bridging. So you will start with your knees apart as much as possible while you feel a stretch in the inner thigh muscles. In this position, you will take a deep breath in. Okay? And right after this, when you're breathing out, you will go into a bridge. Again, come down, breathe in, butterfly, breathe out, bridge. The same exercise, you could add a Kegel when you're breathing in, butterfly, going up, breathing out. Right then, when you're doing the bridge and breathing out, do a single Kegel. Try to hold for a second or two if possible, and then back down into butterfly. This can also be repeated 20 times. The next exercise is called hip hinging. So you will be in a kneeling position, your knees apart but feet close together. Okay? Hands in front of you. You will try to arch your back, okay, and hinge your hip down. Okay, and then normalize the curve and come back up. You are not doing just a pelvic tilt. You are pushing your hip back, going down. Try to hover here for a second or two if possible, and then back to kneeling. Okay. The breathing pattern is when you're going down and you're hinging your hip, breathe in, and then you're coming up, breathe out. Breathe in, hover, breathe out. Again, try to do 10. If you feel too much strain, even 8 is okay to start with. The next exercise is simple pelvic tilting, which you will do in the kneeling position. So slight distance between your knees, hands on your hips. You will start with pushing your butt out, breathe in this position, and then pulling your tailbone in. Breathe out. Breathe in, push your butt back. Breathe out, engage your core and pelvic muscles and pull it in. Don't voluntarily pull your stomach in. The movement is just happening at the hip bone. So breathe in, breathe out. Again, around 20 repetitions of this. The next exercise is called cat and camel. So this posture is the cat posture and this is the camel. Okay. So when you go into the cat posture, you will take a deep breath in and look up. And when you go into the camel posture, you will blow out and look down. Okay. So this exercise really helps with the abdominal muscles and pelvic floor. But you can also add Kegels to the same exercise. So you breathe in, look up. When you breathe out and go into camel, you can add a Kegel. You can just do a Kegel and release it, or you can try and hold it for 2 to 3 seconds if possible, and then relax. Breathe in. When you breathe out and go into camel, do a Kegel. Again, 10 to 20 repetitions of this can be done. Okay, the next exercise is a one-sided butterfly that you will do. Okay, so you will start with your feet together. Try to keep your back flat and press down on the mat. Okay. When you open the knee and try to take it towards the floor, you will breathe in, and when you bring it back up, you will breathe out. You can either finish 10 on one side or you can alternate between both legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Once you're comfortable doing this, add a Kegel to the same exercise. When you're breathing in, relax. When you're breathing out, also do a Kegel with your pelvic floor. Do not pull your stomach in, just do a Kegel. Breathe in, breathe out, and Kegel. Again, 10 can be done on each side. If you're someone who is suffering from cystocele, please avoid lifting heavy weights. Also, avoid sitting in a similar posture for longer periods of time, like sitting or standing. Keep changing your posture. Also, many women who suffer from this problem think of it as an embarrassment. Please don't do that. If you have this problem, it is manageable. There are many women across the world who suffer just like you. So please get an appointment with your gynecologist or your physician or your closest physiotherapist. Get it assessed and start exercising. If you have any other questions related to this topic, please post them in the comments below. If there's any other topic you want us to cover, put it down in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel and witness your fitness.